Hey everybody, welcome to Game Time. My name is JJ and welcome to part 3 of the PS1 collection of all the wonderful goodness and memories that is the PS1. I love the PS1, guys. I just got off work, just got out of the shower. Let's make a video. Haha. So, like I said, this is going to be games 41. Did I go off frame there? Probably, eh? Anyways. Hey, welcome to Game Time. My name is JJ. I'm home from work and it's time to make the next video for my PlayStation 1 collection. So this is going to be games 41 to 60 and it's going to be the next 20 in my collection. So I already grabbed them here. I grabbed them off that edge of the shelf. So we will grab our first half here. And I actually had a couple requests. So I kind of sped up the process a little bit, so I added a few of them actually to this pile so that you get to see them and get my thoughts on them. So yeah, so first off, let's go with the original Suikoden. Now I remember buying this game brand new in the store at Walmart out in Rouen in Quebec, and it was phenomenal. And it's funny because I played the second one before the first one, so my expectations were very, very high. The first one is just as good as the second one. It's just the storyline and the characters in the second one just have more heart, in my opinion. They're both fantastic games. I love them both. I'd play them again, both of them, but 2 just has a special place in my heart. It's too bad it's so expensive as hell. So when I want to play it, you know, you can download it on the PSN network. I just borrow my buddy's copy that he won't sell to me. You know, I offered him. I'm like, I'll give you $200. He just looks at me and says, hell no, never, never. You know, love it though. Suikoden's great. We've got Need for Speed 2 and Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. These are both phenomenal racing games for their time. The codes you get in these games are fun to play with. My buddies played these games a lot. I messed around, obviously, you know, with the El Nino car and all that stuff. It is fun, you know, a good multiplayer game, good to play with friends. Need for Speed 2 and 3. We've got Pro Pinball, a little cheap filler there for your PlayStation 1 collection. Nothing fancy, but still, any pinball game is fun. You know, like I enjoyed playing Flipnik for the PlayStation 2. I haven't played that one a whole lot, to tell you the truth. We've got the original Rayman. You know, Rayman was actually pretty good for its time, but I never got into it. I played a lot more Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1. I didn't even play a lot of Spyro, to tell you the truth. Watch my last videos there, I'll tell you straight up, I'm not a huge Spyro fan. But, you know, they're good to have in the collection, and you know what? There's always friends of yours that want to play Spyro over Crash Bandicoot, right? So we've got Colony Wars. I always enjoyed Colony Wars. It's nothing fancy game, but it's one of those space sci-fi games that you weren't expect to be as good as it was type stuff, right? It is actually pretty decent. You know, you'd probably find it for a lot less than the $9.99 sticker that's on it there. This case should probably get replaced over time, but it's got a cool microplay sticker. If you remember your microplay, that's where I bought my first PlayStation. Tell you the truth. Wow. Crusaders of Might and Magic. I was not a huge Might and Magic fan back in the day, Super Nintendo days or the PlayStation 1 days. Even though they tried to go into the action adventure type game, I still started playing it and I'm like, no. So sorry guys, 3DO, I never got into this one. We got Centipede, another little filler there along the lines of Pong and Frogger and all the late blooming PlayStation 1 games that came out near the end. What year did this come out of? 1999. So I wouldn't say near the end, but near the end enough, you know, around when Final Fantasy 8 and 9 were out. Driver 1 and 2 double pack. This is a very handy set to have. I did have the original releases, but you know what? I traded them away, and I ended up getting one of these ones for the collection. I love Driver 2 compared to the first one because you can actually get out of your car and go find the cool little secrets all over the place. We've got Breath of Fire 3 and 4. I love the originals for the Super Nintendo. When it comes to Breath of Fire, I played a lot of Breath of Fire 2 back in the day. But Breath of Fire 4 is the one that I love the best. I don't know why, it's just the atmosphere, the characters, the world, the secrets, all the stuff that you have to do in the fourth one are phenomenal. But the art style and the dragons of the third one were great. Like, I loved looking for the different genes, and I loved the characters, I loved this and loved that. But I didn't like it as much as this one. I spent a lot more time on this one than I did on this one. Like, this one has a lot of annoying parts. You know what I'm talking about when I say that. This one has a lot of annoying parts. This one has 1 or 2. You know, when it comes to the desert, you know, and stuff like that, or looking for certain places on the map that, you know, whatever. Anyways, 4 was my favorite, but 3 is still just as good. I love the dragon. I love the fusing in this game, you know. And in this one, I just love the two double-sided storyline between your main character and, you know, the protagonist that you're looking after and stuff. You know, it just, there's lots of good story in this one. Lots of good story in this one. I'll grab the other stack here. We've got Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, which I never really played a whole lot of. I wasn't big on space shooters back in the day, and even on the PS1 times, I don't think I would have picked this one up, just because secretly I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I like Star Wars, you know, just like any other guy, but you know, I'm not a huge diehard Star Wars fan. Dragon Ball Z Battle for Ultimate Battle 22, another one of those late PlayStation games that came out just for the sake of having some extra games out, you know. 2003, believe it or not. I think PS2 was out by then when that came out. Test Drive 6, racing series that I didn't really get into a whole lot. Every time I usually get these games, I give them to my buddy. That's what I did with the last one I got for the PS2. Hardcore 4x4. This would actually probably look like fun, to tell you the truth. Pictures on the back show the friggin' 4x4s doing flips and friggin' climbing mountains and stuff. Probably have to try that one out one of these days. Devil Dice. Now, this is another one that I have never tried. It looks like some sort of little puzzle game. Probably pick this one up at a yard sale or something, because it's in pretty rough shape, to tell you the truth. Somebody spilt their kid's Kool-Aid on there or something. We've got Diablo for the original PlayStation. Now, we all know that Diablo for PC is phenomenal, and it's awesome. Like, okay, Diablo 2 is king. It's awesome. Diablo 3 is nothing compared to Diablo 2. But Diablo 1 for the PlayStation, to me, has a little place in my heart, because it is a great multiplayer game. You know, you got you and your buddy, you're going down into the dungeons and hacking and slashing away. It's a very good buddy game, you know? Like, you got your two warriors, or your rogue and your sorcerer and stuff, and you're journeying through the dungeons. You don't save your game, you save your character. That way your character keeps getting stronger, and plus, saving your game on this takes, I think, 15 blocks. Yeah, 10 blocks. So saving your character, all your characters, takes 1. So by the time you're strong enough anyways, you're blowing through levels. So Diablo 1 for PlayStation was one of my favorite PlayStation games, actually, for that genre, I will say. Pipe Dreams 3D, I have not played. Kind of looks corny, but we'll have to give it a shot one of these days. 18 continents, each with 3 levels to save from the evil flues. I guess they couldn't use the word ooze. So, now this is a game that I did play a lot of with my buddy back in the day, would be Medieval 1 and 2. This is a fun, quirky, action-adventure game. You know, they did a good job. The thing with games like this now is that they look very dated. A lot of the characters look dated, polygons, I was explaining that before. The world itself looks great still for its time, you know, but the characters are dated. But this is one that actually keeps up, because the gameplay and the controls are so tight. I love controlling him, and his weapons and everything are nice and solid, and it makes it still fun to play to this day. You know, it's quirky, it's fun, it's corny. It's like playing Maximo, you know, it's meant to be corny, you know. But if you ever see Medieval and Medieval 2, you should definitely pick them up, because they're still fun games to play to this day, and I'd be surprised if they don't make a HD remaster or something at one point or another, or make them available for DLC, because they are actually pretty fun. Actually, if you think about it, I don't even know if the PSN Networks has these. They might, so you might want to check that out in the first place. So, yeah, those would be my next 20 PlayStation games. I still got quite a few to go. And if you leave comments down below of games you might want to see, if I have them, I will talk about them for you guys. So, peace out, happy gaming, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.